City Council. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. My name is Lillian Gallegos Villarreal, and I'm a constituent of the distinguished council member from District I, Councilmember Rodriguez, and also a constituent of all of the distinguished at-large council members around the table. I know many of you from wearing different hats: community, civic leader, volunteer, serving on boards of the city. But today I wear my Houston Firewives hat and t-shirt. My husband, Johnny Villarreal, has been a firefighter for 30 years. I thank God that he was not injured or worse on that dreadful day. Being a three-time cancer survivor, Johnny and I could very easily be in this FMLA dilemma that we find ourselves today. So many of his brothers and sisters were directly impacted by that May 31st fire. The 4 heroes who perished and their families paid the ultimate sacrifice. Those who were injured continue to endure physical, mental, and financial hardships as they bravely did the right thing and selflessly served this great city. I come before you to respectfully ask that our mayor and council do the right thing, not only for our firefighters, but for all city employees. It is unfortunate that this FMLA issue is again brought to light on the heels of what many describe as the worst day in the history of HFD. Yes, what you are doing is legal, but is it the right way to treat your dedicated employees? HFD did the right thing by running into a burning building where they thought human lives were in danger. They did the right thing by trying to save both property and life. Today we ask you to do the right thing. Houston has many heroes that serve our city and do the right thing day in and day out. Our firefighters, police officers, city workers that keep our city infrastructure functioning are all heroes. HPD has also experienced great loss and debilitating injuries in the past, as I'm sure have other city departments. As firefighters mourn their recent losses and the FMLA letters were received by the injured, HPOU President Ray Hunt was interviewed on KHOU Channel 11. He said each time they contacted city leaders.
Thank you, ma'am. Your time has expired. Thank you. Vice Mayor Pro Tem Bradford.
Thank you, Mayor. Ms. Villarreal, would you like to finish your statement?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Each time HPD contacted city leaders about similar FMLA decisions, those decisions were always reversed, quote, so that our officers are treated fairly. He went on to say that he expected, quote, he expected the same consideration would be given to the brave men and women at the Houston Fire Department. HPD says you make exceptions for them. Why not make the same heartfelt exceptions for HFD and all city workers who are injured while serving our great city? May 31st was not an ordinary day. It was an exceptionally dreadful day, which calls for exceptional action by our mayor and council. I ask you to learn from that fateful day and do the right thing for our injured firefighters and for all of your injured city employees. Thank you.
Ms. Villarreal, thanks for coming down, and thanks to you and the sacrifices you make, and to your husband, and Ms. Santos, to you and your husband Foster, and all of you that are here. Thank you. You raised a question earlier when you made a statement that it may be legal, but you question whether it's right. Well, I'll say it again because it's applicable again. It may be legal, but by God, no, it's not right. This council, we can remove that one burden off of those families out there, whether their accrued time banks are going to be drained as a result of an official duty that they were performing for the citizens of Houston, Harris County, Texas. They shouldn't have to worry about that. I'm very much so happy to hear that we're going to do the tweak in the ordinance and fix that. That's a good thing. It needs to be done and done sooner than later, because you wouldn't be here today. I make an assumption if you all had received notice that this is going to be taken care of, and if you feel comfortable in that notification. So I'm making the assumption that, one, you either haven't been told that it's going to be taken care of, or you don't have confidence in that notification. Which is it?
I personally was not aware.
Okay. Well, I think it's been said clearly on the record today that we're not going to expect your husbands to drain their banks that they've worked to accrue time for and get injured. I feel real bad that months have gone by and this issue has not been resolved in a manner that's satisfactory. And you happen to come here today and stand and plead that we do this. So I'll do whatever I can do, just keep beating the horn, sounding the drum, that these firefighters and their families have made their sacrifices and know they should not use a single hour of time out of their accrued time banks. This should be workers' comp, not FMLA. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you.
We appreciate your service.
Council members, I don't want to inadvertently give the wrong information. It is not our intention to change the policy where if FMLA is used concurrently. And I appreciate that Ray Hunt publicly stated that we always work with those who are injured in the line of duty to make sure that they are completely taken care of, and we treat firefighters exactly the same way. And I would point out that the letter from your union president actually never came to me. I was not on the address list. It went to council members and the media when it was originally offered. But what we are going to change is to clarify that bank sick leave can in fact be used to, in an FMLA-like fashion, to address illness by family members. We're not going to reverse the policy, which again is national standard of the FMLA running concurrently with the workman's comp. Chair recognizes Councilmember Rodriguez.